Let's crack this baby open with this letter opener. I guess, if it works. So yeah, I'm reading chat just on the iPad scene overhead there. Don't know how tidy my setup is, but hey, what can you do? I might need to elevate it somewhat. Or just shift position. Just making sure not to lean too far in so my face doesn't get revealed. What would I recommend for starters that have very little money? If you, for starters in Warhammer itself, so with starter sets like this, because this is made to be like a starter set, every couple of years or so they release what's called a new game edition. This is 10th edition. Whoa. Which, you know, completely wrecked my recent video because, like, I'm keeping this. Look at that. That is nice. I'm putting that to one side. Oh, that new box smell. Look at all this plastic, chat. Look at all this. This is, oh my word, this is gorgeous. Look at all this. Oh, yes. So basically, if you want like a good starter set, wait a bit longer, and like stuff like this will sort of come to stores in like less quantities. Beautiful, it really is. So yeah, stuff like this will come to stores, and like you can get like smaller amounts of this stuff. But for like full-on starters, Games Workshop usually provides like a starter Space Marine for everyone. One of which is here. This is a starter Space Marine that I painted myself. This is one of the used sprues. I've got a ton of them. I don't know how I got a ton, but like basically you can just like have your own Space Marine. It's a nice big canvas, big shoulder pads. It comes apart easy-ish if you wanna. There we go. If you wanna like paint aspects of it, it's a really, if you want to get started, I'd recommend. Oh, I just pulled it to pieces. If you want to get started with something like that, I would seriously recommend. So, this is the box. It has a load of good stuff. I think it has like 70 units for a faction called the Tyranids, which are basically like big space bugs, and then the classic Space Marines. So this is a Space Marine one. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a few good things down. Warhammer really do be carrying the plastic pollution. It's not carrying plastic pollution. Like, yeah, there's a lot on the sprue, but I don't think it's like the sole reason why there is currently like heaps of plastic in the sea. I'm gonna put all the Space Marine stuff to one side because I want to get started on the Tyranid stuff first. And like I say, I've only got like an hour allocated because I have to be busy. That's the Infernus squad, or part of it. Jesus, there's so much beautiful stuff in here. Look, there is so many sprues of stuff. That's the Winged Tyranid Prime. One of the first things they showed off. More Infernus squad. Another good thing for beginners is like easy build kits. You can just like find one of them. More Tyranid stuff. And is some more Space Marine stuff. So it's nice they've kept everything to its own sprue. And the box isn't quite done. Warhammer. They want to make sure you know who owns their brand. Lovely stuff on both sides there. Oh, that's you can only get that sort of smell from a new box. This is like, oh, does Warhammer do sales? How often do they usually do them? By sales, do you mean price hikes? Because they do a lot of them. Look at this fat book. This is the rule book of this edition. Yeah, they don't usually do sales. If you want to get like Warhammer for a cheaper price, do what I did, which is like find like a hobby store or something that sells it. or like a local gaming store, because because the usual price for this box is £150. I got it for 135, which is a steal. I mean, the full value of this box is estimated to be about. Oh wow, you got mini codexes in the back here too. That's pretty cool. The full value is about 500 quid, so it's an absolute steal. It's not a cheap hobby by any means, but it's still like really good. Battle for Ogrim. This is a really cool thing, which us Warhammer fans know about. These are the transfer sheets. So basically, this is what allows you to make your Space Marines whatever you want. The new box smell rival the new book smell. I think the new box smell has a lot more chemicals in it because of the plastic, so I'm gonna give that one the win. Oh, look at that. These are our card decks. Basically, these contain like little campaigns and like miniature flashes of the rules, which is pretty cool. And then taking out this final piece, you get to see this big bag of bases that we put all our stuff on, and it's clearly easy build. That's a fat base. That is a pretty big base. You don't get bases like that often. And there's this huge one. Look at that. Like that's pretty base for base. I like that base. I like the base. I like the buttery biscuit base. So we're probably going to need these bases just to build our stuff. So let's take them out. But let's leave the cards in for the minute. I'm going to put them back in, and the Battle for Ogrim. These guys can go back in. I'm keeping the book. Based, not going to lie. I'm going to put the all. Ooh, Gianni just uploaded. I'm gonna put all the Space Marine stuff back here for when, because like this comes with a freaking Redemptor Dreadnought, which I love. Like I would, if there was enough like stuff on them, I would just do an entire like episode alone on Dreadnoughts. But I think I'm saving that for the podcast. Right. Oh, and they've got like all the hive fleets on the side. That's really cool. Like you can't see it from this side, but like that's pretty cool. Have they got like a Space Marine? Oh, they've got it along the sides as well. So yeah, you've got these are called Von Ryan's Leapers, if you can see them. Right at the very end there. That's a Von Ryan's Leaper. That's a Winged Tyrannid Prime. That's a Screamer Killer. That's a bug. That's big brain bugs, and that's the big tick bug. Very, very scientific names. And then there's all the Space Marine stuff on that side, which will probably be a future stream. But anywho, rattle. Let's have a look at which one of these we can build first. Leviathan. So you got all your standard base sizes there. 1-to-1. Good to know. Warhammer is scared of my 3D printer. They are. They will come for you. Legitimately. And of course, we're off to all the Space Marines because I think they're a simpler thing to make. So, like, it makes sense. But the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought looks beautiful. Like, it's like a sort of repeat of the classic box design, which none of you know about. Oh, do they have? I don't know. Oh, yay! You can get like mini rules. That's pretty cool. This is everything you can get from the Space Marine stuff. So Infernus squad is here. Ballistas Dreadnought, veteran squad of Space Marines. That's the 15th like lieutenant. That's an apothecary. That's a captain in Terminator armor. These are regular Terminators. That's a teleport beacon, and that's a psychic. And these are the good stuff. So it starts you off with the Winged Tyrannid Prime, and I'm happy to do so. So let's crack open. This is brand new. I got this especially for this, and I'm glad I have. Where are my snips? I brought snips. Where's my snips? I've lost my snips. I had snippies to snip. Here's my snips. I found my snips. These snips are what allow me to snip the snips. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Did you know NES Tetris players now have learned a special way to press the D-pad faster? They do it by holding the controller in a specific way and tapping on the back of it. Tetris players, man, they'll do anything to cheat. Oh, you get a bit of Space Marine in here too. That's a nice fragile piece there, GW. If you didn't know, GW is what we refer to Games Workshop as in short term. The cool thing about Warhammer is just like it's so like it's so British as far as anything goes. So Wing Tyranid Prime. This is the first thing we're doing. Right, so we need the wings themselves. We need part A2, A4, and A3. These bits are all capped in, so we're gonna just snap them off and put them away over here. Yeah, everything's here, I think. It's really simple. I don't think I've ever seen a Warhammer set in any store I've been to. I mean, it's a fairly niche hobby, I'd say. Like the official channel only has like 600,000 followers. Like the official YouTube channel. A4, A3. A4 is down here. And like I don't think a single Warhammer creator has more than that. Like, on average, I'd say Warhammer content creators, like the big ones, only have like 200,000 followers at most. Like, there's bigger ones. Like, there's people like Major Kill and Wes Hammer who've managed to gain like 600,000, but it's a fairly niche topic online. So that's A4. That was my first piece snipped from Leviathan. Woo. 3. That's a big claw. And off you come here. And these just sort of slot together. And they come with an easy assembly point, which I am not going to use much. Like, I have, somehow the official Geometry Dash channel has more subs than the official Minecraft channel. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, one interesting thing online is that YouTube is dumb. So any and all Warhammer videos are like this one Warhammer game from like 2004 called Dawn of War. Um, like if you look at my Warhammer video, it is a Dawn of War video. How does this go on? It goes on like this way. Yeah, that's quite tight fit. I'm gonna just snip and crack open our brand new pot of Games Workshop approved, very very poisonous glue. Come on, there you go. Nice little dribble on there. There we go. Oh, it's its head. Ah, it's its head. Okay, that's his head. I mean, YouTube's weird with stuff like that. Uh, it does sound like a weird statistic that Geometry Dash should have more subscribers than Minecraft. But I think like so many people know what Minecraft is. And like the Minecraft YouTube channel doesn't provide much in the way of like good content. Because like what do you follow it for? Minecraft Live, and that's about it. And that's only like once a year. Right, which bit is this? It looks. I got A2 here, but which bit is it? It's got like this lumpy bit at the front. Like this pointy bit here, so it goes here. Petition for a Blahage tabletop figure. I mean, there is a faction in 40k called the Space Sharks, so I mean, like, you could. Oh, got a little mold error there, or is that just where we snipped it? See, this is where a professional guy would go in with a scalpel. I just use the snips more. The official Geometry Dash has only uploaded 60 videos. Quality over quantity, man. I'm gonna buy the Space Sharks right now. I mean, like, because they're like a Space Marine Legion, like they don't have like a proper official like set technically. You just sort of like paint them in the scheme of the Space Sharks. I don't remember what they're like a successor chapter to. Next to attach to that we need A1, which is this massive body piece. I'm going into debt over Space Sharks, but I don't care. I mean, like, there's a lot with 40k though. Like, there's so much variety you can pick from. Like, Space Marines are just such like a basic thing. Like, I never play them. That's why I went with like the basic guys, the Ultramarines. Plus, like, when I started collecting them, Rabute Gillam was the only loyalist Primarch to have returned. So they had that sort of buff. See, and that's why I don't do this. It's not happy with the way this. This is the thing with these easy kits. Like, they say they're easy, but they don't quite mesh right. That's not going in quite right. Unless that's designed to be that way, but I don't think it is. But yeah, like if you want to get into Warhammer, like I'm not stopping you. Like it's a really fun hobby. Like the building, the painting, you've got to be prepared to like drop a bunch of money, like a bunch of money. Like the whole going into debt thing, like that's not even a joke, really. Hoi, hello, pancakes. Nice to see you. Currently, we are building the Winged Tyramid Prime from the Leviathan set. I got here 4 hours early. Yes. Oh yeah. And that's another thing, you got to be prepared for like a lot of like fiddly little stuff like that. It's a very fiddly hobby. A lot of little details you got to try and get right, because if you don't, it won't look good. Like you want to try and cat in a box. That is, yes. That is indeed a cat in a box. Well done. Oh, yeah, the fumes are already getting to me. Mr. Toshi, hello. So many people joining chat. Apologies for my silence. How does it feel to know that 625 people want to get notified when you made a video? 640. I mean, like, it's just kind of a number that I'm pretty used to at this point. Like, it's still insane that that many people just like came along. I mean, like, how many people actively watch? Because like, I know subscribers don't mean viewers. Um, I'll bet 20 quid that that you get high from paint chips by the end of the stream. I don't sniff the glue. I'm not like I'm not one of those people. Can I pop this in when that's like yes I can. There we go. Like don't sniff glue, kids. It's not good for you. It's a road to a life of crime. Don't do it. It's not good for you. Do it. No, don't do it. Sniff the glue. I'm not gonna sniff the glue. God, I'm really running out of time here. Like I've already used almost half an hour. If you didn't know, I've only got about an hour to stream. Just because I'm quite busy with a lot of things. I'm not gonna snort the glue. I value my own life. I'll start getting on glue highs and then you'll never see another upload. Because I'll be dead. That's not true, chat. Don't snort the glue. Thank you. God, what if I was a freaking druggie, eh? And you just said, do it. One time one of my friends snorted for fun dip. We need more uploads. I'm working on it, dude. Uploading is hard. That's actually a lie. Procrastination is the thing that's hard. Okay, this has just turned into a drug chat. I mean, fine by me. It means I don't have to talk as much. I can concentrate more because I'm only here in the frickin' book, and I was meant to attach the legs first. But you know what? I don't care. Next, we are doing the legs. I've got to like remember I'm streaming to a bunch of people. This, so I need to like make it a good like camera angle and things. Why would you snort? Why would you want to snort pure sugar? It's fun. We're we're slowly watching a man go insane. Which man though? Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum. It's interesting they've gone with the decision to give him like goat hooves. There we go. There we go. That leg's in, chat. Just use a little bit of glue on that one. And gonna just trace around this a little bit with some glue. And shove this leg right on in there. Go. What is my favorite song, Mr. Cactus? Give me the Hajj or else. Isn't Leviathan the guy from Fortnite? I don't know. There's probably a guy in Fortnite called Leviathan. Considering the overwhelming quantity of skins in that game, there is probably one called Leviathan. Dude, if Warhammer like came to Fortnite, that would be a dream. Like the being obvious, like it would of course be like Ultramarines or something, but which a lot of people probably wouldn't be happy about it. But uh, anyway, favorite song is a tough one. But I'd say like at the moment, probably "Touched" by Daft Punk, featuring Paul Williams. It's a really good song. Like favorite song sort of fluctuates with time, but at the minute, that's the one. Should probably turn like lo-fi on or something. I only wish I knew how. Because I don't own it. Yeah, he looks like a minion from Megamind. What do you think of Elder Scrolls coming to Fortnite? I think it's pretty cool. I mean, that same friend who likes like everything that Fortnite has added, and hates that Fortnite's added it. He's also a fan of Skyrim, so like basically almost nothing is left that he enjoys, that hasn't been like taken by Fortnite. Like basically everything he knows and loves has ended up in Fortnite in some capacity, which I just think is hilarious. Turn on Pigstep from the mic. Fortnite gonna own. Pigstep's like copyrighted though, isn't it? I don't want to get the stream claimed because like Microsoft insisted on like owning all the Minecraft music that C4 didn't make. Um, 'Cause, greedy mass conglomerate. At least the Halo theme's still copyright free. I'm just gonna have rights to nothing buy it off, making it seem like Fortnite's collaborating. Making it seem like Fortnite collaborating something is a nightmare. Apparently, Google is trying to acquire. You see, I always thought like Google and Microsoft were like the same company for some reason. I mean, it kind of made sense to me if they were like they both got like similar color schemes and that. Is that where this one goes? It has to be. Like these go in like their bottom holes. Yeah, that fits in there snug. That's snug. That is snug, chat. What's my favorite Tally Hall song? That's a harder one. My obvious answer would be Ruler of Everything, but I think it might be Spring in a Storm. It might just be Spring in a Storm. Like I've grown to just freaking love that song. What's my favorite movie? Like, I did a Q&A stream on Twitch the other day, and like none of you were asking me questions. And then now, oh, look what's happening. Somewhere, everywhere, questions. Like the one time I was not expecting like a question stream. This ended up being the question stream. Favorite movie is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like hands down, that movie is just awesome. If you needed Twitter, what if you needed Twitter Blue to see Elon versus Mark fight, dude? It would go like that would be like its streaming service. But I'd feel like Facebook would want like a piece of the pie, so they need to like make some sort of new app that you've got to pay for. I feel like that'd be a thing, or like just run a bunch of ads on it, like or like streaming service of their own. But if they did that, like they would make so much bank. I mean, I don't get like why billionaires need to keep making money, but I mean, Elon's shown that's not quite the case because like Twitter's been like the least profitable thing he's ever done, and dude just blew up a rocket, so people would buy it. Like the amount of memes that would just cut. I mean, most people would probably just pirate it, but the amount of memes that would come out of like Elon Musk just railing on Zuckerberg in the cage, like people would just buy it at least for the memes. People would buy it just for the memes. It's you've got a nice little bit of posability with the arms as well. That's nice. Whew. Are you by chance 5'6", and 162.8? What? Isn't that like Moist Critical's like stats or something? I remember watching a video and saying he was like 5'8" or something. Also, I'm British. We don't measure stuff in pounds. I couldn't tell you though. I'd say like that's questioning getting into the realm of like too personal even for me. I'll do the regular everything guy thing. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot. No matter what, I'm 6 foot. Apparently, Elon has a Twitter account where he pretends to be a child. Doesn't surprise me. He seems like the sort of troll to do it. Anyway, chat. That is the winged Tyrannid Prime. Only took us like 40 minutes to make it. That is the first of many models we're making today. Or at least first of many models I will make. You will probably not see me do them, as I'll need to sneak back in here in the dead of night to keep making them because I'm gonna get called away in like 20 minutes. Pog figure. Yes, it is a pog. This thing's beautiful. Look at that. It is a very pog figure. Can I get some pogs in the chat? Go on, spam pog. You won't get banned or anything. I feel like a fight between Mark and Elon would turn into a lizard just to swallow Elon. I don't think he'd risk revealing his identity for something like that. I feel like he's keeping his lizard form for the day of reckoning. So I need a 50mm base. It's got like a couple holes in it. That's a 50 mil. That is a 50 mil, all right. Now just gently onto the base. There we go. Nice based up model. Can't wait to do this when I get into when you get me into this like tally hall. I mean, only if you like want to play like Nids or Marines. Like, I'd recommend getting at least like if you go to like Games Workshop, or you might be able to like buy one online. You can get like these little starter kits. I showed one to Power earlier. You can get like these little starter kits here where you can buy like little Marines. This one's broken because I pulled it apart. But you can buy like these little Marines that are like free. What if the Terminator movies are real and Mark is a T-800? If Mark was a T-800, he would look like an Austrian bodybuilder from the 1980s, because those movies can't seem to not let Arnold be Terminator, even though it was established in like the first one that more than one person can be a Terminator. Also, do you want to know what else is a Terminator? This thing is a Terminator. This thing is called a Terminator, and there are things in Warhammer that are basically Terminators. They're like robot skeletons. What if it's called Facebook, because Lizard Mark will rip off your face and put it on a book? It's also something that happens in 40k. I mean, like, it's been theorized for ages. Like, we're pretty sure the cow is functionally extinct, so that all like leather and everything we see in the franchise is basically just human skin. It's just been repurposed, and I can say that without like getting like challenged, because like that's the sort of place this franchise goes. Like, it's a grim dark setting. Like, you would genuinely probably find something like that in the setting where after you die, I mean, like, death is like this sort of thing in the 40k universe. It's like the sort of 4 or so fates you've got, maybe 5. So most people in 40k are like just regular citizens that are either like fighting in the Imperial Guard or like working in massive cities and that. And there's like minor amounts that get turned into Space Marines or like join the Imperial Navy or something, and they're like heralded with honor. Anyway, if you're like part of like the Astra Militarum, or like part of a hive city, usually what will happen is you get ground up into a thing called corpse starch, which is a large amount of good protein for the Imperial citizens. If you're like a respectable person, like a commissar in the Imperial Guard, or like a High Lord of Terror or something, your body will be taken to a cemetery world, where it'll be meticulously catalogued and buried with full honors. If you're like I don't know, if you're like a being that was particularly important to the Emperor, you might have like your skull taken out and fitted with a load of mechanical stuff, and that's a servo skull. Astartes have their gene seed extracted. Or another thing that can happen, you can get turned into a servitor, which is a lobotomized slave of the Adeptus Mechanicus, which are very cool, very grimdark. Okay, do you think we should start with the Screamer Killer? Because I think we should start with the Screamer Killer. I need to call this in like 15 minutes, but I think we can put a star on the Screamer Killer. So I need piece G19, which is which piece is 19? This piece must be, yeah, this is 19. What did I miss in chat? Mr. Toshi, is that profile picture Joker from P5? Yes, indeed. Joker / friend. I mean, Hog. Love Persona. How do you know this much about what will happen to you when one dies? Because like it's 40k, right? Like in the grim darkness of the far future, there's only war, so there's naturally going to be a lot of death. Like humans are one of the most abundant resources in the entire galaxy. There's like someone like did the math and worked out, because like we know how many like people are in the Astra Militarum Imperial Guard, less like soldiers. Like a third of every person goes into the Imperial Guard, and there's like 30 trillion guardsmen. So there's like 900 trillion humans in the galaxy, spread out over 1 million worlds. Now, are all these humans loyal to the Emperor? No. A lot of them are corrupted by the ruinous powers like Chaos, or fall to like the service of Xenos races like the Tau Empire. But I'd say like there is a lot of humans, and with that many humans, there's gonna be because like there's a lot of death in 40k. That's what I'm trying to say. Like there's a lot of death. Death doesn't really matter, because like if you like an elevated servant of the ruinous powers of Chaos, then you'll most likely come back to life as a demon or something in the warp. Like you probably won't die because you'll get like the immortality, and that unless you're like banished by a Grey Knight or something. Um, have you seen the new Pepsi condiment for hot dog? Yay, death. I mean, yeah. I mean, there is factions in 40k that literally go yay death. Like there's a faction of the Astra Militarum called the Death Corps of Krieg, which I'm going to make a video on, like a Warhammer video, because I love them. I love the freaking Death Corps, dude. But like the Death Corps of Krieg, they're like super suicidal because they think dying for the Emperor is the only reason for life in like glorious combat. Like they've been bred their whole life with the words like in life shame, in death atonement, in life war, in death peace, just constantly drilled into them. So they think the only way to end your life is to die in the name of the Emperor. And like it's a really good thing explored in like their book, where like there's like veterans, grenadier veterans, and they're like sacrifice themselves based on how long they've been serving with the guard. So like I've been serving 4 years with the Death Corps. I will stay behind and lay down my life so that you may live for like a couple more minutes. It's really cool how the Death Corps works. They're by far one of my favorite parts of the setting, and they're like everyone else's too, because they're like a full fan favorite. But like you'll see like meme creators, because 40k has a lot of them, just making like comparisons of how each faction reacts to death, and then it's just like 2 Death Corps going like, "We're going to die. Good." Oh yeah, they wear gas masks. That's another reason why I like them. They wear gas masks. They're very sort of World War One inspired. Are we going to get a video about the Death faction? We are. We are going to get a video about the Death faction. The Death Corps of Krieg. You're gonna get 2 actually. The next one is about another Death faction, the Death Guard. They were, and I guess still are, my main army, but I think it's gonna be a Nid player moving forward. But yeah, Death Guard is the next Warhammer video. You've heard it here first. I just thought Why not give you a little leak on that? So yeah, look forward to that one coming. Coming. It's coming. I'm gonna say it's coming soon, but it is coming. What would be your reaction if I just like leaned into the camera and just showed you my face right now? Wait, did you mean COD or did you mean Warhammer with that one? Because I'm not teaching him COD, I'm teaching him Warhammer. He's teaching me Halo. It's fine. It's fine. I have never played a Call of Duty game in my life, like legitimately. I have not played a single one. It's just like, what is there to talk about, really? Like, I like the most experience I have with it is like watching the Russian Badgers videos on it, as well as like the videos I had to watch of like Tabor Hill's early times playing with it because like it was big in his channel's early days. Like it's still part of his like even now, like a year after making that video, in his channel's description, he's still like uh he still includes COD. Like it's clearly a very important franchise to him. But yeah, personally, I have minimal exposure to the Call of the Duty. Uh, his intro does not still say COD. His intro says your I don't know, your daily guide for video improvement or something. It like it's something video game improvement. Like it's a very generic sort of thing when it comes to like the world of video games and things. Um, Look, you can see the size difference in something like the Screamer Killer. Because look, this is just the like the torso and leg piece of the Screamer Killer. This is the winged Tyrannid Prime. Look at that size difference. And like this is a thing. Call of Duty. My mic is glitching. Um, my mic is it? Oh God, does it sound bad? Oh God, thank you for telling me that. Oi, microphone, behave. Oi, is that better? Is it working now? Hello? Hello? We're just going to talk for an extended period of time and check to see if it is indeed working. If not, then this is probably a good place to call it. Okay. Uh, Hello? Is it working now? I'm trying everything. If not, I'm going to end the stream. Well, this is fine how you do, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Right, okay. Yeah, it's been fun, guys, but apparently my microphone has decided to go all spaz and no longer wants to work. So I hope I'll do more of these in future. I've got a lot more box set to cover, so yeah, I will see you in the future. All right, see you guys another time. Bye.